What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we have the location for every single collectible and secret chest within the new Duality Dungeon added to Destiny 2 within Season of the Haunted Season 17. Now this is a lot more important than it usually is, because as you can see, once you've acquired all the different collectibles, the Triumph associated for doing so actually gives you an increased chance to get the exotic sword that is associated within this dungeon. So you absolutely want to do this as quickly as possible so that you can get the most runs with a higher chance to get that awesome new exotic. And so let's get started. I should mention first off that we're not going to be going over any of the encounters, so if you don't know how to beat the dungeon at a base level, don't worry, I've already done a complete guide on that. Definitely check it out, it's linked up above. Now, as for the very first collectible, that's going to be located after you drop down into this area. You enter the Nightmare Realm to get past the gate, you go back to the normal realm, and then in this large room, you need to climb, scale the sides until you're near the very top, and then you actually need to jump off, as you can see, to one of these side doorways. Only one will have the door just a little bit open. You go inside and grab this memory. However, at this point, you actually don't really want to go too far because you actually switch back to the Nightmare Realm, and then as you can see, the second memory is in that same doorway. There's just a little bit of a longer hallway to go and get this one. From here, you continue forward and then enter the Nightmare Dimension. Now, once you're here in this large open area, you then need to drop down near the left pillar, as you can see, and just before you fall into the abyss, stop yourself with a jump, land on this platform, and here is another memory. Now, as you continue forward, just before the first encounter, when you've entered this large arena through the tongue, then you actually want to make your way to the very top of this kind of box in the center of this arena. So you're going to have to jump on some pretty weird ledges, but you can kind of work your way up. And as you can see, once you do get to the top, right here, we have yet another memory. Moving on from there, the next one is going to be available during the first encounter. However, I do believe you can beat the first encounter and then just gain easy access to it. But regardless, it's going to be located in the door that opens up when you plant the dog flag. So, as you can see right here, we plant dog, it opens up, we run inside in the normal dimension, it's not here in the nightmare dimension, and we grab this memory. So if someone does get the dog symbol, you can do this. However, as you can see, once you beat the first encounter, all of those doors open up, so you should be able to get it after the first encounter. Now, as you continue forward, you have this large area with two different activatable levers. You actually want to activate both of them. That's going to cause these certain objects to jut out from the wall, allowing you to scale them and continue forward. However, when you activate that second lever, as you can see, it actually makes some objects kind of in the back of the map jut out as well. So then you want to double back near that first lever and jump the opposite way, and as you can see, eventually you're going to jump around this pillar and there's going to be another doorway opened up. You can enter and grab this memory. Next up, you're going to find yourself in this area right here where normally you have to make this big long jump, but don't make the jump, actually just drop down, and as you can see under this ledge, there is another memory to grab. Then you're going to find yourself in the statue puzzle. Here we have our first hidden chest. Simply jump up to the only ajar door, head in here, and we have a chest. And then if you change it to the Nightmare Realm in this same area, simply go behind the pillar, and then we have our memory located here as well. And after you're done with that puzzle, during or after the second encounter, as you can see, those objects are jutting out again on this wall. So you want to scale up here, and once you get to the very top, as you can see, we have another memory. Now moving on from there, eventually you get into this large room with the center object kind of draped by a blanket or whatever. Head under here, then we have a memory, and if you just turn around, as you can see, there's a little hidden passageway that leads to our second and last hidden chest. Then after that, you're going to have to head through the nightmare dimension. You go back to the normal realm. You're going to have to kind of jump up through this causeway here. And then once you're done shooting through this grate, you enter this area. Instead of just jumping across, you head off to the right. And as you can see, there's some stairs near this hidden doorway, and there's another memory right here. And then guys, we have our very last collectible. So in this room, when you are scaling the long pipes essentially, you get to the very last one where normally you would head down to go to the final boss encounter. But as you can see right here, above that doorway, you simply jump up, and there is a secret room with the final memory in it. So again, once you grab this before the final boss fight, make sure to open up your inventory and claim that triumph so you get the increased drop rate for, obviously, the final chest at the end of the dungeon. And so guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickKakis. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.